Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me for today's at-home deep core Pilates workout. Today is a neck-friendly routine, so we're not going to be working through any crunches or exercises that strain the neck. So if you're prone to neck injury or neck strain, this is the workout for you. It's still going to be challenging. You're still going to really build that deep core strength and define your abdominals, but you're going to do so without compromising your neck safety. This is a no equipment workout. However, if you want to step up the level of challenge, I suggest adding a set of ankle weights. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and get right into it. We're going to start off on our mats in a seated position, and I'd like you to take a moment here to really stack the vertebra one on top of the other. If you're using ankle weights here, you're going to want to put them on your wrists to start off with. So I'm just going to press into the backs of my thighs, sitting up nice and tall and sinking the shoulders down away from the ears. From here, we're going to inhale, and as we exhale, we're just going to tilt the pelvis back, rounding through the lumbar spine as we curve the spine into the shape of a C, keeping the feet engaged with the floor. Exhale, bring it back up. Inhale, we're going to curve back, keep the legs parallel, and exhale, pull belly to spine to lift, warming up the abdominal wall. Inhale, and exhale, pulling belly to spine. Float the hands out in front, palms facing toward each other. We're going to lower back, engage that abdominal wall, and lift. Lower, keeping the shoulders down away from the ears, neck is nice and long, and lift. Inhale to lower. Really switch on that abdominal wall as you pull belly to spine to lift. Let's do two more like this. Sink back a little bit further if you can, and breathe out to lift. Nice work. Last one, lower down, and we're gonna hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Belly to spine to lift. Now we're gonna add a rotation. So we're gonna come down into our C curve, keeping the hips evenly weighted and the shoulders down away from the ears. We're gonna twist to the right, back to center, and lift. Lower into your C curve, twist to the right, back to center, and lift. Repeat this movement. Twisting to the right, keeping the left bum cheek down on the mat as you do so, and then returning to center. Now, really important here that you're keeping your shoulders down away from your ears. Shoulders hunched up by your ears can contribute to neck stiffness and pain, so try to resist that. Good. Lower, twist, working into that waistline, back to center, and lift. Last one, lower, twist from the waist, back to center, and lift it up. Amazing work. We're going to take it over to the other side. Make sure you've got enough space to your left. We're going to lower it down, twist to the left, back to center, and lift. Lower, twist, keeping those hips evenly weighted, keeping those arms up at shoulder height, and the neck nice and long here as we rotate. Lower, twist, back to center, and lift. Amazing work. Keeping that right bum cheek on the mat as you twist, only twisting as far as you can with control. So if you're really sort of rocking around in your hips, just take a more shallow twist. Good. Back to center and lift. 4 more. Lower, twist, center, and lift. Amazing. Last 3. And lift it up. Last 2. Really twist as far as you can. Nicely done. And last 1. Twist, back to center, and lift. Amazing work. Now we're going to use our hands to help us come all the way down to the mat. Lower the head, neck, and shoulders down onto the floor. Neck is long, shoulders are even on the mat. From here, we're going to bring the right knee in toward the chest. Take the right hand around the shin, left hand around the knee, holding the leg in the frame of the body. We're going to float the other leg up and point through the toe. Inhale, hug the knee a little closer toward the chest, and exhale, switch, hugging left knee in. And breathing out as we draw alternating knee in toward the chest. We're keeping the neck nice and long here. Shoulders are relaxed. And we're focusing on drawing the belly button down toward the spine with every exhale. Good. Flattening the low back on the mat. If this is too challenging for you, you can lift the leg a little bit higher on that extension. That can sometimes help you to connect your low back with the mat. Otherwise, keep your legs low and point through the toes as you fully extend each leg. Really connecting that breath with that core engagement as you breathe out for 4, 3, 2, amazing work, last 1. Now we're going to bring both the legs into tabletop. Hands come down on the floor on either side of the body. Legs are hip distance apart, knees over hips. We're going to go into some alternating toe taps. So we're going to inhale, tap the right toes down to the mat, and exhale, pull belly to spine to lift the leg. Inhale, right toes, and exhale, alternating sides. Tap and lift. Now I don't want you to change the angle of the leg, so we're not extending the leg straighter to get that toe down to the mat. We're hinging from the hip, lowering that bent leg, and then lifting. Inhale and exhale. If you'd like, place your hands on your lower abs for that feedback. Inhale to lower. As we exhale, you should feel your lower abs compressing down toward the mat. Inhale, belly to spine to lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale, belly to spine to lift. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, abs in. For 2, you've got this. And last 1. Nicely done. Bring the knees in toward the chest. You can either keep your hands flat on the floor for this, or you can take your hands on either side of your tailbone to support your lower back. I'd like you to separate your knees and then separate your toes. So just your heels are connected, feet are splayed out to the sides. We're going to inhale, extend the legs out long, squeezing thighs together, and exhale, belly to spine to bring them in. Inhale, drive through the heels. Exhale, contract the core to bring the heels in. Inhale and exhale, really connecting with those lower abdominals here. Inhale, stretch and lengthen. Exhale, draw those heels back in. Keeping the feet splayed. Squeezing legs together and driving through the heels on that extension. Again, if you want to make this harder, come out at a lower angle. Good. You might be wearing your ankle weights for this to make it even more challenging, but even without the weight, it's still effective. Good work. We've got 2 and 1. Amazing work. Bring the knees together and the feet flat on the floor. I'd like you now to lift yourself up onto your forearms. So you've got your elbows below your shoulders, your elbows pulled out behind you. We're going to eliminate any of this curvature in the spine by really pushing ourselves up through the elbows. The head is just sitting on top of the shoulders here. Gaze is straight ahead. From this position, we're going to bring the knees in, and then we're going to alternate legs coming out. Pedaling the knees in, really contracting the lower abdominals, pushing up through those elbows so we're really nice and supported. The chest is open and the gaze is straight ahead. The position of the head is really important for neck safety as well. We don't want to be slumping like so or lifting the head up like this. That creates a lot of strain. So the head is just resting on top of the shoulders here, looking straight ahead as we cycle those knees in. Good. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Keep pushing yourself up through those elbows. Nice work. Let's pick up the pace for the final 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing work. Both legs in tabletop here. Now you have the option of keeping that left leg in tabletop as we lift and lower the right leg, like so. If that's too much, lower that left foot down to the mat for those leg lifts. So you're either here or here. Again, really pushing up through those elbows, nice open chest, nice long neck. Inhale and exhale. Lift and lower. So notice I'm not letting my leg come all the way down to the mat. I'm hovering it above the floor and then lifting it back up, really working that abdominal wall. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing work. Switch legs. Extend the left leg out long. Make sure you're really lengthened through the spine as you lift and lower that left leg. Pulling belly in toward the spine as you lower. You've either got that right foot up in tabletop or down on the mat. Good work. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth for 5, 4, 3, amazing work, 2, and 1. Lower both legs down. Great. Now we're going to come up onto our palms. We're going to keep those elbows pulled back behind, and we're going to go into some in and out movements here. So we're going to lift the knees in toward the chest, and then we're going to extend the legs out as we bend the elbows. Legs come together, we lift up, legs spread apart, toes point, and we extend. Good. Inhale in, exhale. Inhale and exhale, making a V shape with those legs as you bend the elbows. Then push up through those hands as you bring the knees in, legs squeeze together. Good. Working deep into the middle of the abs here. Good. We've got 5, 4, you're doing great. 3, 2, gaze straight ahead. Last 1, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Legs together, lower down. We're just going to take a quick stretch here. I'd like you to lift the arms up and fold over your lower body. Into a nice back body stretch. Take a hold of your calves, your ankles, your feet, whatever you can reach. Relax the head, relax the shoulders, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth for 3 and 2 and 1. Nicely done. I'd like you to lift yourself up into a seated position. We're coming back into that C curve position. So if you've got ankle weights, you might want to take them off your ankles and put them on your wrists again. Sitting up nice and tall here. We're going to float the arms out and lower into our C curve. Now we're going to turn the palms so they're facing down. I'm going to take my right hand over to my right side, cover it with my left, and then switch over, covering right hand over left. So we're switching from side to side, leaning back into that C curve, keeping the tension on the abdominals, keeping those hips evenly weighted as we cross over from side to side, working into those obliques. If this is too much on your back, being leaned back this far, I'd like you to sit up a little bit higher. You should be feeling this in the abs, not feeling strain in the lower back. Good. Crossing over, keeping that neck nice and long, keeping those shoulders down away from the ears. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center and roll it up. Nice work. Now from here, we're going to come over into a forearm plank. So I'd like you to lower your forearms down to the floor. Elbows below the shoulders, forearms are parallel. We're going to step the right leg back, step the left leg back, feet are flexed. Holding in a low plank here. Plug belly in, Press mat up through the elbows so that you're broad across the shoulders. We're gonna lift the right leg, lift the left leg, and then pike up, scooping belly in and lifting the hips. Good, back down, 1, 2, pike, and lift. Nice long neck here, keeping those shoulders down away from the ears. I know you keep saying it, but it's super important. Lift, lift, pike it up, scoot those lower abs in, and back to that flat line. Lift, lift, and pike, scooping in the lower abs. Good. Lift, lift, pike it up. Nice work. Hold strong into your low plank, and then pike. 1, 2, and lift it up. Last 2 sets. You can do it. Last set here. 1, 2, and pike to lift. Nice work. Now we're gonna finish off with some hip dips. I'm gonna interlace my fingers here, staying down on the forearms. You have the option, if it's too much to do it in a low plank, to go from side to side with your knees down on the mat. Otherwise, you're coming into your full low plank, you're dropping your hips down to one side, and then the opposite side. Creating an arc in the air with that bum as you shift from side to side. This is our final push here. Make it count. Keep your gaze down on the mat. You want your neck in line with your spine here. Scoop belly in as you switch from side to side. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center and hold. We're gonna hold here. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8. Flatten out that back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower knees down to the mat. Take them nice and wide. Push back into a child's pose. Stretching and elongating through the spine and regulating the breath. Breathing in through the nose and slowly out through the mouth. Amazing. Now plant your hands down on the mat, curl your toes, and push up into a downward dog. Now we really want to flatten out the upper back here, and we want the head to hang heavy between the shoulders. No tension in the neck or the head or the shoulders here. Push the mat away. You can bend your knees as much as you need to get that lift in the tailbone. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently soften knees down to the mat. You can turn and face me. Whew. We're gonna lift our shoulders up by our ears. Inhale, and exhale, roll them down and back. Let's take 2 more. Lift and melt those shoulders down and back. Lengthening up through the crown of the head as you do so. Shrugging away any tension. Amazing work. Thank you so much for joining me for that deep core routine. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to moving again with you next time. Bye.